You absolutely have to know how to do this quick calculation. It's guaranteed to be on the test. The problem asks us to calculate 11 and 2/15 plus 12 and 2/35 plus 13 and 2/63. A lot of students say these are all mixed numbers. What should we do? Should we convert them to improper fractions first? Actually, there's no need. For fractions like these, I can first add up the whole number parts, then combine the fractional parts. In other words, we can calculate them separately. So, looking at the whole number parts, 11 plus 12 plus 13, that should be 36. As for the fractional parts, the first one is 2/15, the second is 2/35, and the third is 2/63. Actually, each of these fractions follows a pattern and has its own characteristics. Let's take 2/15 as an example. Pay close attention. This actually fits the pattern called denominator is the product, numerator is the difference. What does that mean? For example, its denominator can be written as 5 times 3, which is a product, and its numerator can be written as 5 minus 3, which is a difference. This is what we call denominator as product, numerator as difference. If we break down a fraction like this into two parts, how can we write it? Here, 5 over 5 times 3 minus 3 over 5 times 3. Let's simplify. They cancel out and become 1. After simplifying, they cancel out and become 1, so it turns into 1/3. Subtract 1/5, and that's a fraction that fits the denominator as product, numerator as difference pattern. It can be split into the difference of two fractions. And these two denominators are exactly the two numbers that multiply to form the original denominator of the fraction, right? And the remaining two fractions also have this property, so we can split them directly as well. So the 36 at the front stays the same, and it becomes 1/3 minus 1/5. How do we split that? When we split it, the denominators become 5 times 7, right? So it turns into plus 1/5 minus 1/7, and finally plus 1/7 minus 1/9. So look, when you subtract and then add 1, they cancel each other out, don't they? Subtracting and adding 1 cancels out, so the whole fraction becomes 36 plus 1/3 minus 1/9. So the final result is 36 and 2/9. We've finished this problem. I suggest you give it a like and save it after watching and watch it a few more times. Otherwise, if you want to use such a useful method again, you might not be able to find it. If you want to learn more and better study methods, you can follow